Hey guys, welcome to the Fish Pond. My name is Brooke. If you don't know who I am, I have a very small channel over there on YouTube that I started in January, helping high school kids integrate into college a little bit easier by making some helpful videos. A little bit about me. I am a sophomore at Texas A&M. I am from Magnolia, Texas and Katy, Texas. Yeah, I'm an animal science major trying to go to vet school, but most importantly, I am the loudest and the proudest member of the Fighting Texas Aggie class of 2023. Hey, 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 hey! Let's jump into a few things that you should consider before the first day of classes. Go real fast on this, little bit of explanation, not much. We've got a list right here. Let's go. Also, some of these are pretty obvious, but we all need a little bit of a reminder sometimes. So here we go. Find a place to live / find roommates. You can't go to the first day of class if you don't have a place to sleep the night before. I know some kids who were not prepared in that aspect last year and ended up having to drop out of college. Make sure you have a place to live. Print / write out your schedule. Make sure you have a piece of paper or something where you have lined out your schedule for the week so you don't look like a clueless freshman walking around campus and you look like you know what you've been doing, you know? I mean, if you need help though, you can ask people, like, that's not that big of a deal, but I'm just saying, if you're trying to escape embarrassment, know where you're going. Something that goes along with that one, walk your schedule. If you know some upperclassmen who have been at A&M before, so if you were like an Impact or Fish Camp or from the Fish Pond, and you know some people who are older than you who have been at A&M, ask them to walk your schedule with you, figure out where your classes are before the first day of class, so you also don't have to ask for directions that much because you know where you're going. Also, Blinn is not too bad because the campus is smaller, but Texas A&M, massive. You got this. Go to Howdy Week the week before. Make sure you planned enough time, know where you're living, so that you can attend Howdy Week and meet clubs and organizations and get involved in College Station that way. Lunch. Make sure you know what you're gonna be eating on the first day of class. If you know that you have a class in the morning and you have a big gap and then a class in the afternoon and you still can't make it home and back in time to get to your second class, pack a lunch. Go sit in the MSC. Go get lunch at the MSC. You'll be fine. And if same thing with Blinn, you know, like I know you got those 1 hour and 25-minute breaks or the 10-minute breaks. Also, 10-minute breaks are totally enough to eat while you walk or get to class early and then eat in class. Pack your backpack or know what you're taking, because if you are waking up early on the first day of class and you don't know where your laptop is and you don't know if you even own a pencil, that's not gonna go over well. No, that's not how you want to start your college experience. Make sure you know what you're doing your first day of class. School ID, don't lose it. It's important. You need it for so many things. You need it for Aggie football games. You need it for if you have a meal plan to pay for things. You need it for getting into classes. Like if you're an engineering student, you can get into engineering buildings with your ID. If you don't have your ID, then that's not gonna help. Same with you, Blinn students. Your ID helps a ton with going to the library and going to the bookstore. If you have your ID, it's so much more helpful, especially whenever we would take exams and we had our ID and you would have to find your Blinn ID. I did not memorize mine, especially if I was gonna be at Blinn for a year. I just kept my ID on me, and so I whipped it out when I needed it and it's there. So I would invest in an ID, it's important. This one's kind of important if you're trying to go to your first day of class. Register for your classes. Make sure you know what classes you need to register for. Talk to an advisor, talk to a counselor, go to your NSC, New Student Conference, or advising day for Blinn. Make sure you know what you're doing, because if first day of classes come and you're not signed up for classes, that's probably also not gonna boil over well. Get groceries or plan food for the week. The first day of class is super stressful and super busy. You know, you're gonna have a lot of commitments. You're gonna start getting homework. You're gonna have to start ordering books. It's gonna be so stressful, especially because of the book process. I don't know why getting books stresses me out so much, but it really does. Make sure you know what to eat. Make sure you already have groceries going into that week, because you're not gonna have time to go to HEB or Kroger or wherever you like to shop and get food, because you're gonna be so busy and overwhelmed, and then you won't eat, and then that's not healthy. So make sure you have food. Get a planner. It is important for you to keep track of deadlines and exams, and it will prevent those deadlines sneaking up on you and you staying up till God only knows what time preparing for the next day of class, when you could have just been sleeping and had done it several days before. I also know that not a lot of people like writing them down on paper like I do, so the online form works just as well, as long as you stay on top of it. Make sure you have a cute fit. Planning your outfit before the first day of school has been so important for me ever since I can even remember, and I'm sure it is for you, and college does not change that at all. I would look cute on your first day of school. You don't know who you're gonna meet, you don't know who you're gonna bump into. Make a good first impression for your professors and get off on the right foot with people. Going along with that one, make sure you have face masks. Coronavirus is a real thing. We all just experienced it. It wasn't fun, and we want to make sure we prevent it as much as possible going into the fall semester, and Texas A&M is making precautions for this reason. Just make sure you have one just in case, or 3. I would suggest 3. I'm gonna get a few because, you know, I would have matched with my outfit, you know. Transportation. Make sure you know how you're getting to class on the first day. If you live by campus and you want a bike, make sure you bring your bike or your skateboard or a moped. A lot of people drive mopeds. Or those like that looked weird. The things that like you stand on and they're remote controlled and you just go. Those things. I think they're called, no, they're not hoverboards. They're other ones. Also very popular. Make sure you have that, because if you lose that at home, then you can't get to school. If you're gonna ride the Aggie Spirit Bus, make sure you have your school ID, either Blinn or A&M, because they don't want random people riding the buses. They're for students. And if you're gonna drive, make sure you have a parking pass and know what lot you're going into. Make sure you know where you're parking your bike or your car, because if you are driving around campus trying to find the parking lot that you're meant to be parking in, that's not going to help you, because you're still going to be late for class. I'm trying to be real with you. For my fitness geeks and my gym junkies, make sure you know when you're going to be working out, and make sure you know what times are going to be best for you. And if the gyms are even open, I don't know what's going on with the rec in the fall, but if you plan accordingly, you can always get that gym time in or that run around the park. Just make sure you plan accordingly, because otherwise it's not going to happen. The last thing that I have, which is a little bit weird, but make sure you know where you want to sit in class. I personally like sitting up in the front 2 rows because it keeps me very productive and awake. Some people, when they don't care about class that much, will sit in the back. I like paying attention. I like the professor sitting in the front, because the professor can continually see your face and feel recognized to you. So if you ever need to go and talk to them about something, or talk to them about grades or student hours, they recognize your face and they're like, hey, I remember you. You're welcome. I hope these tips helped you a little bit with preparing for class in the fall. If you need anything, reach out to the Fish Pond for more help. I am going to be very active with reaching out to you guys, so if you need help, you can personally DM me, you can talk to the Fish Pond, and any of my lovely friends over there would also love to help you, along with myself, as I said. So yeah, I hope you guys have a fantastic day and get super ready for freshman year. It is an amazing time of growth and change and just fun times overall and frustrating times. And it's not going to be perfect, but that's okay. That's how it's meant to be. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, as I said, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.